What's happening, everybody? 4 years of Rust Console Edition, 4 years of countless sleepless nights, sensation of emotions from raging to enjoyment to offlining your enemies to onlining your allies. I don't know what the hell you could have been doing, but 4 years is an incredibly long time when you think about it, and it's gone by just like that, like a flash. So 4 years and all, being the anniversary, what are Double 11 going to do? Well, this is what they cooked up. Yeah. A semi-automatic pistol skin. Yeah, sure, they dropped the ball with this announcement because they could have made it a little bit bigger being the 4th anniversary and all, but they have said, obviously on their Twitter, that they're still focusing their efforts on the development of the new gen version of the game. However, obviously, each anniversary comes with its skin. So for the 2nd year anniversary of the game, we got a custom SMG skin, and for the 3rd anniversary of this game, we got the rocket launcher. Now, I'm not really too fussed on what the guns are that they do it on. However, what I did notice, and I could be reaching here, but each year the skins get released in the skin store for a limited amount of time. And for the past 2 years, so year 2 and year 3, the skins only get released out onto the skin store for 1 week. For example, back in 2024, if we look at this date here, May 23rd, 2024, and they had specified that it will be available to claim the rocket launcher skin till June 2nd, and that is pretty much just over a week. However, we just go back to the most recent skin that they've put for the 4-year anniversary. That's starting May 30th up until June 27th. You see where I'm going with this? The end of June, which we've sort of been speculating when this game could be out. It's funny that the last 2 years the skins only stay in the skin store, the anniversary skin that is, stays in the skin store for 1 week and 1 week only. However, for this new skin, just before the release of the new gen version, we get it for a whole month. Do with that information what you will, but I just think it's a very, very cool detail that I don't think anyone's actually put in the comment section of that Twitter feed at all. Also, I've been collabing with some Rust Console creators like myself. So you got Fluxified and also Rusty Looters. They had me on their channels and it was great talking to them. If you want to obviously get to know me a bit more and get to know some new content creators, I'll leave links to those videos in the description below. So aside from that, what has been new in the Rust Console sphere? So we have this image right here, which is a really nice clean image from Double 11. Look how the textures are on the water as well as on the rock and the hands, just so much better. I think we all know that the graphics overhaul was needed and it's been done to death in terms of them showing us, not complaining about it, but we sort of know what we're going to be getting, which is a really nice thought. Some other big news is this Q&A, and obviously following on from this Q&A, we'll be talking about the new server hosting providers for community servers. Just before that though, Rust Console put out this Q&A here. Will there be stats tracking the new gen version like kills, deaths, amount farmed, etc.? Because there's been a lot of bots over on Discord that do this with community servers. A lot of people engineer their own bots or use prepaid bots to sort of track this sort of information, which has come to be really popular for community servers. And that's sort of what community servers are for. So this sort of thing definitely needs to be taken into account, and Double 11 should sort of capitalize on that. And they answered basically saying, we've considered the addition of these stats to the new gen version, but they'll not be available at launch. However, we do plan on adding them into the game in a future update, which is great to hear. So we don't have to use these bots, and everything such as the statistics of how you're playing on the game will be available for all community hosts. Something that was announced over on the Discord, the Rust Console Discord that is, Pedro had said this for an announcement. We currently work with Nitrodo to determine the best server configurations for you all. Nitrodo plans to be one of our official server providers later this year, but for now we're in the testing phase. Some of you have already noticed that there are some Nitrodo servers listed in the community server list. We encourage you to hop on and play, help us stress test the servers. Both Nitrodo and our team can evaluate their performance. Me personally, I haven't jumped on to test these. I'm sort of waiting till the new gen version of the game comes out to play, but however, Rusty Looters went on there and this, I was laughing when I saw this clip. I'll roll it for you.
Right, I'm at 41 health. Walking into this. Oh my god! No way!
So yeah, there's definitely a lot of work to be done, but it's also really nice to see that we're going to be getting new official server providers other than G-Portal. And this could either make G-Portal look better or make Nitro look really good and G-Portal not as good, and sort of confirm a lot of people's beliefs where they wanted more server providers because G-Portal wasn't good enough. We'll have to see. There's a lot of things that I think people are up for debate here. The main sort of thing people are wondering is obviously the performance and the DDoS protection. I'll leave a little table up here of the comparison summary for G-Portal and Nitro's sort of protection and performance, so you can kind of gauge a better idea if this makes sense to you as to which one is better or which server provider you're going to go with. That's pretty much everything we know right now. We're still waiting on Rust Console Edition's new gen version release date. I think at this point I'm just sort of going to try and shut up about it. It's hard for me to shut up about it because I'm excited for it. However, I think what we should expect is that Double 11 are going to take this down to the wire. If we think, or let's say a devlog is coming out at the end of the month like it always does, they're pretty much going to be saying any big announcement in that devlog. So safe to say we're not going to be getting any groundbreaking information, I don't think, until that devlog has been released. So that's pretty much still a week away. What do you guys think, especially with the skin dates? I think that's a very weird thing to have. The last 2 years, the anniversary skin just comes to the skin store for 1 week only. And for this third year, it's coming into the 27th of June, which, I don't know, mark your calendars for that date, because I think that is going to be a big telling of where this game is going to be landing its release date. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you are new around here. And as always, leave a comment down below. Let's have a discussion about the game and what our expectations are. If you think this game is going to be really good and popular, or do you think it's going to flop, leave your comments down below for that. As always, see you in the next one. Take care.